Money is a super controversial topic among Christians, with loaded questions like, is it a sin to be rich? And bold claims like, are all rich people are going to hell? Are all circulating around. But let's cut through the noise. I list 3 biblical truths about money. And let me back them up as well with biblical verses, like Bible verses, and logically, with logical examples. So let's get into it. Our first biblical truth is that money is an amplifier. It won't make you happier or sadder. What it will do is amplify who you are without it. If you're sad and depressed, money will make that worse. It'll make your depression and sadness worse. If you're a happy man of God, money will make that better. It'll amplify your faith, as long as your faith is sincere, of course. Let's go into Luke chapter 16, verse 10 through 12. One who is faithful in very little is also faithful in much, and one who is dishonest in a very little is also dishonest in much. If then you have not been faithful in unrighteous wealth, who will entrust you to the true riches? And if you have not been faithful in that which is another's, who will give you that which is your own? It tells us here that those who are dishonest in a little bit of money, it basically means money, because it says wealth and riches. So it says whoever's dishonest with the money that they have, like a tiny little bit of money, if they have a little bit of money, like a normal person amount of money, if they're dishonest in that, then they will also be dishonest in much money, like a lot of money, rich. So money can't make you happy, but it can amplify existing happiness, or it can amplify existing sadness and evil in your life. Let me give you a little logical example of this. So imagine 2 different people. They're both poor or have a normal person amount of money. One is a loser, he's overweight, he's lazy, he's an atheist, he's gluttonous, addicted to porn and video games. And now imagine another man, a man of God. He's in the gym every single day, he's working hard, and he has deep and sincere faith. He's reading the Bible and praying daily. And now imagine both of these people have $1 billion just appear in their bank account overnight. The loser will become more of a loser. He can afford more food to eat to feed his gluttony. He'll be even more lazy because he doesn't have to go to a job to earn money. He'll replace the porn with prostitutes and get even more addicted to video games since he'll upgrade his gaming setup. But the man of God will take that money and say, okay, this money offers me freedom from a job. Now I can use that extra time to serve God more, get closer with God. I can use this extra money to purchase healthier food, have a home gym so it's easier for me to get in the gym. And I can fund ministry with this as well. I can donate it. So both of these people have gotten the same amount of money in their bank account immediately. But one goes in a positive direction because he started out in a positive direction, and the loser will become more of a loser because that's how he was without money. So just to end this point off, money can't make you happier if you aren't already happy. It can't make you sad if you're already happy. It'll only make you more sad if you're already a sad person on the inside. So money amplifies who you are without it. It'll amplify anxiety, it'll amplify depression, it'll amplify happiness, it'll amplify health, it'll amplify your relationship with Jesus. So money is simply an amplifier. Number 2, money is given to us by God. I'm not saying God is the one who prints the money. I'm not saying He's the one who plops it into your bank account just because you were a good boy. But I'm saying that God does bless us with opportunities to make money, He gives us the wisdom to hold on to it and use it the right way. Let's read the parable of the talents. This is a little bit of a long one. 16 verses from Matthew chapter 25, from verse 14 to verse 30. For it will be like a man going on a journey, who calls his servants and entrusted them to his property. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his ability. Then he went away. He who had received the 5 talents went at once and traded with them, and he made 5 talents more. And also he who had the 2 talents made 2 talents more. But he who had received 1 talent went and dug in the ground and hid his master's money. Now after a long time the master of those servants came and settled accounts with them. And he who had received the 5 talents came forward, bringing 5 talents more, saying, Master, you delivered to me 5 talents. There I have made 5 talents more. And his master said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over little, I will set you over much. Enter into the joy of your master. Also he who had the 2 talents came forward, saying, Master, you delivered to me 2 talents. Here I made 2 talents more. His master said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You've been faithful over a little, I will set you over much. Enter into the joy of your master. And he also who had received the 1 talent came forward, saying, Master, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping where you did not sow, and gathering where you scattered no seed. So I was afraid, and I went and hid your talent in the ground. Here you have what is yours. But his master answered him, You wicked and slothful servant. You knew I reap where I have not sown, and gather where I scattered no seed. Then you ought have invested my money with the bankers, and at my coming I should have received what was my own with interest. So take the talent away from him and give it to him who has the 10 talents. For to everyone who has will be given, and he will have an abundance. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. And cast the worthless servant into outer darkness, in the place that there will be the weeping and gnashing of teeth. The man who is the master of the servants in this story represents God, while the servants represent us, all humans on the earth. And the talents represents the blessing that God entrusts us to. When he entrusts us to blessings whenever we're born and throughout our lives, he gives us blessings and he lets us be the steward of it. Whether it's money or whether it's skills like content creation or singing or whatever, and anything else. A functioning body is a blessing that God has given us and entrusted us to. The money, the skills, the functioning body, they're not your own to do whatever you want with, but they're God's that he's entrusting you to be the steward of. So if God is the provider of our money, we're simply stewards of it. That should definitely change how we view and use our money. Instead of our money, it's God's money that we're simply just the stewards of. Number 3, it's all about how you channel your money. Money is not good in and of itself. Money is not bad in and of itself. It's simply a tool. Like we talked about, you can spend money on prostitutes or you can spend it on ministry. You can spend it on McDonald's or on healthy food. Let's look back at the parable of talents in here. The first 2 servants took their money and multiplied it by trading it, but the third one took it and buried it. He could have multiplied the money like the others, but he was too scared to do so. He could have traded it if he wanted, but he didn't because he was scared. We all have the option to channel our skills, channel our money, channel our everything into different directions. We can channel our money into good directions by sharing the gospel with it, by using it to become better men of God, or we can use it to fund our addictions, to do evil things with it. So everything is not about the idea of money. Is it good or is it bad? It's simply just a tool that we have the option to channel it in whichever way we want. So you have to make that choice. Overall, first off, become a good man of God before you start chasing money so that your money can amplify being a good man of God. Think of your money as God's money. It's not your own money, that you're simply the steward of it. And make the choice to channel the money that God has given you in the right way. And do this all through prayer. Express to God that you know you can't do this all on your own. You can't become a better steward of your money all on your own. You need to ask for His help. If you have any other notes about this, or if you want to point out any mistakes I made, I'm sure I made some sort of mistake during the recording of this video, because I'm imperfect just as you are. But if you have any notes or want to point out some mistakes, don't hesitate to do so in the comments section so that you can help me out and also help out your fellow viewers. And with that, peace out and God bless.